Welcome to the channel. Thank you everyone for tuning in. So the reason you guys are seeing me today is because I am here to give you some updates on my upcoming watch brand, HWC. If you don't recall, if you have no knowledge of what I'm talking about, a couple of weeks ago, maybe it's been a couple of months now, I released a video basically introducing my new watch brand. We've got our first model. It's currently, the samples are currently being produced. I should have them in just a matter of weeks. So this video is going to be giving you some updates following that initial video. There was quite a bit of feedback from you guys. Thanks to everybody for actually joining in, engaging, giving me your 2 cents or your 2 pence of your opinions and comments and suggestions, etc. Everything was taken on board. Yeah, so to this video I'm going to go through some changes that we've made. I was looking at design, colors, etc. But not only that, I'm also going to be launching a giveaway. It's been a couple of milestones I've not done a giveaway. That's just purely because of time. So this video is going to launch a giveaway, and on that point I'm going to do a giveaway now once a month. Before I was doing them every 1,000 subscribers. As you guys know, that does take some time. Therefore I build up or accumulate quite a lot of watches that I actually want to give away. So there'll be one giveaway every month, which is good news for everyone. Yeah, so let's make a start. Let me get a sip of coffee first. So yeah, so exciting times, right? It's not easy to obviously go for your own watch brand, yeah, and I'm not rushing it, you know. I've got a partner in this as well. I mean, he's quite busy as well, so there's no rush on the issue. We don't want to kind of push it through, just letting, you know, the process kind of take its time, etc. So and just see how it goes. Like I said, I'm not that emotionally invested. It's just a business idea, and I do have some kind of inspiration behind it, and you know, if it works, it works. It's good. If it doesn't work, then you know, we can start again if we need to. So the first major update and a point of import was, of course, the name. So it's HWC, and to me that stands for Homage Watch Company. Now, I knew at that point, choosing that time, there'll be points of contention. Not everybody will agree, and I think, in all honesty, I'm part of the problem for that. So obviously, you know, this channel, a lot of the main reason you guys are here and a lot of the core subscribers is because I mainly review a lot of watches from AliExpress. Now, to be real though, I think everybody knows is that AliExpress, or 98% of the watches on AliExpress, they're not homages. You know, they are clomages, let's say, for lack of a, you know, a better word, photocopies, etc. We know this, right? The reason we don't call them what they are is because a lot of channels will get shut down, and the fact of the matter is, on a technicality, because you have a different name, you know, they're perfectly legal. Okay, so but that strips away, or that the word homage is then misconstrued, because homage doesn't mean that. You know, we can go through the dictionary definition or whatever, but to me a homage is something which is paying tribute, right? Or is bringing you something which wasn't there. But you can even have a homage, in my opinion, which looks exactly the same as the original. For example, like if I see a really good 6.2 mass, I would consider that as a homage, because it's paying tribute to something which, you know, we can't get our hands on now. Whereas if you're doing a Rolex Explorer, you know, I get it, right? You know, a lot of people don't like homage watches or AliExpress watches just on that reason. So yeah, I mean, I went back and forth a lot with this point. I spoke to a lot of colleagues, you know, in the watch review circuit. Guys were very helpful, giving me ideas, logo designs, etc., all that. And then I spoke to a couple of brand owners, and I was really grateful for that advice, because this is where it led me to my decision. And it's what I thought, right? I've got to stick to my guns on this, because, you know, if I change the name, then I lose the whole identity and the direction. And I really want this to be a really kind of different homage watch brand. You know, my eye on there, you know, it might be small adjustments on a certain design, right? It could be a particular type of handset, for example, on a tuner, you know what I mean, stuff like that. So for this model, as you know, there is no 38mm BP homage or BP style watch, and this is what we're doing. And I've put in an MM300 dial because, you know, I like that watch, and of course I love Seiko. So this is, again, it's my vision, if that makes sense. And on, you know, as I mentioned, I do have a partner in this business, but all the design input is mine. And of course, you know, he has some major points, but, you know, he's the guy that's in charge of the manufacturing. So that being said, yeah, I'm gonna stick to HWC. And okay, we're not going to go with Homage Watch Company. You're not going to spell it out for everybody. It's not going to be on the packaging, etc. It's just going to be HWC, so call it what you will. I mean, you can even think of it as Home Watch Company because it started at home. But HWC is very important for me. Logo, I'm not going to go with the logo because just for me anyway, and again, like I said, it's a learning journey. You know, if it doesn't work out, there's a lot to learn. But with HWC, I feel it's like, for example, Seiko did not go for a logo. Citizen, there's a lot of, you know, really popular brands that did not go for logos. Therefore, that name is very universal across so many different watch designs. And I'm not limiting myself to dive watches, for example. That being said, a logo, you know, it may not look good on, let's say, a sports watch or a dress watch, right? So I want that name just to be quite diverse, if that makes sense. I can put it on so many different designs because I've got a few good ideas which I want to put out there if the first one is successful. So yeah, it's not going to have obviously a logo. It's just going to be HWC. Obviously, one of the other changes I removed the periods in the name. That's common sense, grammar. I didn't see that before, so it just says HWC, as you can see with the picture on the screen. Now, regarding any other changes, yes, we made one big change, and that was to the dimensions. So I stated it's going to be a 38mm case, but I should have clarified that the case was actually going to be 37mm and the bezel is going to be 38. And then it got me thinking after the video that, is that a bit too small? It's you know, you got a sapphire bezel insert, it's curved, so you've got a domed crystal, so you don't want it to look, you know, like a little lump, right? So we then paid to have the molds changed, so the size is changing, but it's not far off the original. It's going to be a 38mm case with a 39mm bezel, because everyone was divided between 38 and 40, so we went somewhere in the middle, right? 39mm. I think looking at a lot of the divers out there, at 39 it's a good enough size. Now, just on the point of dimensions, to give you guys the full dimensions, it's going to be 39mm at the bezel now. We do have a log-to-log of 46mm. Initially, the factory came back by saying 44mm or 43.5, which was just too short. You know, you're gonna have just literally a stumpy little watch. So we extended that to 46mm, which I think is adequate. I mean, a 48 would have been great as well, but for the style of case, 46, I think it's okay. Thickness is gonna be around 13mm. Okay, so it might be 0.2, 0.3 over, but we're going to try and remain at 13, or as close as 13 as possible, bearing in mind you've got a curved bezel insert and a domed sapphire crystal as well as an NH38, so you have a bit of thickness there. And the lug width, yes, 20mm. So that's the full dimensions of the watch. We're sticking to no date on the dial options. I really want to see no date versions, and by the way, I'm itching my nose because I've got a bit of an itch. I'm not on any substances. Yes, so but I do want to play around with the idea of just using the black dial and maybe putting a date at 6 for that. So let me know in the comment section below, guys. Is that a good idea? I think just on one variant, giving you guys a 6 o'clock date position for those that are really particular about the date, that is a make it or break for some people. So in terms of anything else, I mean, I've not seen the bracelet, to be fair. I've not seen, apart from the renderings, I've not seen any samples. I know it's going to be fully brushed, screw-in links, on the fly adjustment clasp. But yeah, I've not actually seen anything physical, right? Neither have I off the samples. I just know they're being assembled right now. They're being through QC, and it should be completed before the Chinese New Year. At that point, I should be able to see them and then hopefully get some in hand in the upcoming weeks. Okay, colors. So I released a couple of community posts just gauging the, you know, what kind of colors people like, because I'm only going to make a MOQ of 300 pieces, so just trying to get a rough idea of the color balance. Yeah, and the results are in. Over 700 of you guys voted on both posts, so together we're talking about around 1400. And then the most popular colors in order, you have the blue one actually topping the brown one, so they're very close together. They're around 40 to 42% out of it all. So the gradient blue is the most popular, followed by the golden brown, which I like that myself personally, and then followed by gray, then green and red, and then black, which is surprising because, you know, black's one of those all-rounders. So to see that is the least desirable out of the color options. It's quite interesting actually. So yeah, I mean, I'll use that data now to kind of assess how many colors do I need of each watch. I might have more colors of the more popular ones, etc. And then we shall see. But I mean, next thing is I'm just excited to see the actual watch, the sample in hand. You know, I'm gonna like it if they make it how they said they would. I've been informed the factory is a really high grade factory. It isn't San Martin. I mean, if it was, I'd say it, but it isn't them. It's a very well-known factory which a lot of brands do also use. So we're just looking at, basically, as you know me, I'm going to apply the same principles that I do in my reviews. I'm looking for definition, I'm looking for micro detailing, I'm looking for just that build quality, because that in a watch, that's the thing that stands out. Specifications, I mean, the watch is spec'd out, but that's not a driver for me on what a good watch is. It's the overall look and feel, and which is what I'm looking for. So that's it for this video on that topic. So next we're looking at, of course, as I said, giveaways. So as I said, I think the last 2 milestones, I missed the giveaways. I was just busy, you know, very consumed with the sales are coming out, AliExpress watches. I mean, they're dropping a new watch every week, so it does get a bit tedious for us. So I'm going to launch a giveaway once a month now, at the end of a review or just a video or whatever. So for this giveaway, what I am doing, sorry, is giving you guys the chance to win the Revelo Admiral GMT. I've had it ever since the review, and it's a prototype, and usually, you know, there's a lot of watches that I do sell on my eBay store, but this one I kept because it's a prototype. You know, there may be a couple of design issues, or it hasn't got what the completely watch has, should we say, but it all works. There's no issues there. You guys can see the review and take it from there. So yeah, so we're going to give away the Revelo GMT Admiral. So if you want to win this, it's nice and simple. In the comment section, just put down Admiral GMT, and then, you know, I'll do a follow-up video and just search for that comment, and you guys can win. One condition: you have to be a subscriber, and it's not me trying to push up subscription numbers for that, really, because it's views that make money on YouTube, by the way. Then it just lets me know that you are invested in the channel, and obviously you get the chance to win a free watch, should we say. A lot of the times in these giveaway videos, you get bots, as you guys know. Everyone just searches giveaway and then start putting random comments in there. It's not what we want. We want the genuine subscribers, the genuine fans that enjoy the content, whether you do or not. You know, as long as you're there, that's all that matters. So that's it from me today, guys. Obviously, always intrigued and looking forward to listening and hearing and reading your comments in the section below. Put down whatever you like, guys. Don't worry. You can say what you like. Thanks again to everyone, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.